Greg, how you feeling today?
Fucking ripping. Mass Delusion is the culmination in the last couple years of PDP pulling our creative resources to create a bone-crushingly heavy album. This album is all about straight 8 and 9 string shit that we can pull off with some of the most brutal shredding, harmonized leads that you can even imagine. It literally is get your shit together or get the fuck out of the business. It's 100% heavyosity.
What inspires you? What drives you?
Competitiveness I got from playing hockey at a young age and wanting to smash people. Living in LA has only magnified that, so that really, it seems ridiculous, but it really does. Just drive one day out here and tell me you don't hate people. So that really has motivated the bulk of my payload on my instrument, you know. Also the beautiful things, but mostly just pure hatred and frustration is what you're gonna hear when you hear Mass Delusion.
It's a way to relieve tension. It's a way of life as far as all the things that you're about as a being. You're just like, all right, hey, I'm gonna fucking get up there and I'm gonna fucking just start wailing on shit. I'm gonna fucking crush souls. Am I really gonna do that in real life? Yeah, I'd love to. But where is that outlet? PDP.
Shred people's faces off, because it's a good way to let out some aggression, that's for sure. It's very satisfying to me. It's what keeps me going.
What effort do you have to put in, practice-wise, to survive in this band?
Practice pretty much every day.
Non-stop endeavor. Every day, probably play guitar at least 12 hours.
Click is most important, since this band is fucking rhythmically insane. Just fucking tee off on that shit constantly.
I teach at GIT in Hollywood. Teach the shred guitar down there. There's your 8 hours right there at least. Go to rehearsal, play for a couple hours, get back home, sometimes record. It's anywhere from 12 to sometimes 16-hour days on the guitar. At this point, everybody in the band is avoiding tendonitis at the best of their ability, and that's the God's honest truth.
To be in PDP, you're endangering your career.
Yes.
So is this a piece of cake for you, or is this a
No,
workout?
not at all. Not at all. There's no cake involved in PDP.
If Yngwie was playing on a 30-inch scale guitar with 9 strings and 8 strings, that's like what we're doing. Mixed in with your Meshuggah-esque kind of stuff and your Pantera ripping. Pretty intensive on the hands and the brain.
So on a good casual day, is PDP stuff easy for you to play?
Not at all.
There is cake involved. Fuck, I don't know, man. It looks a lot different than your whole icing and frosting and whatnot.
It's a nightmare.
Why? Why punish yourself?
Because somebody's got to do it. Because everything out there just, not everything, but a lot of it's just missing this element or that element. And I too used to censor myself to say, people won't want to hear this or that or the other. But if I'm not putting out exactly what's in this filthy brain, then there's no point in me even doing what I'm doing. It's not sincere. It's not honest.
Tell me about your instruments and gear.
For the album, we got hooked up with Schecter Guitar Research. They're great 8-string guitars. I used the Blackjack ATX model. Now I'm using this 9-string Agile. Not really found what I'm looking for yet. Looking for an experimental kind of luthier to kind of push the boundaries a little bit. Looking for a 10-string fan fret kind of instrument, something different, unique, kind of push the boundaries a little farther, you know, in the shred game and the super heavy spectrum as well. So it's essentially like a 5-string bass mixed with a violin kind of register, so me and Dane can kind of freak out and play with Aldo if we want in the low register, and also get up there and do some violin, Paganini-esque kind of things.
You look forward to progressing onto the 9-string?
Indeed. Keeping the same 8-string format, low F sharp, not going any further in the lower direction or lower register, just stepping up to that high A.
Right now for PDP, I'm using the Evanes sound gear, and my amp, I'm using a Ampeg SV4 Pro with a 410 cabinet.
The X3 Pros that Line 6 is hooking us up with kind of really help shape the tone.
It's easy stuff to use, and it sounds great with the 8 and 9 string stuff. It's really tight and punchy. You can do DIs, you can reamp easily with it, and you can also, you know, run through a head and a cab and all that. You got a lot of options.
Much appreciated from Diodario and Planet Waves for like kind of getting us where we need to be.
They're great. I mean, I'm using custom string gauges here. I got a 95 for my 9th string on my 9th string here. They held up great in the studio. They sound great. We use them live.
The carving compressors helps ring out that and helps sustain that tone. Gets a nice fucking a real bite. It's a compressor gate, so it helps chop it off as well.
And a Behringer dual 31 band EQ as well to carve out all the nasty low end that you wouldn't want to have coming through a guitar. 412 cap. Our sponsors rock.
Aldo, what's your favorite moment on your upcoming release, Mass Delusion?
That would have to be the song Prototype Aries, which goes a little something like this.
Broadcast disaster upon a sounds. The blood we're after, condemning us to a life of violence of the last resistance.
So Dane, what's your favorite moment on your upcoming release, Mass Delusion?
Bleed Out by far. There's a lot of moments in that solo that I'm performing where I feel there's like a theatrical hauntedness to it. It just kind of grabs you, and you'll see for yourself.
Greg, what's your favorite moment for your upcoming release, Mass Delusion?
Kind of a trick question with me. It's actually Waste Away, the solo in it. I actually love that solo, but I hate playing it because it's terrifying and super hard.
Why are they gonna like PDP more than the average metal subscription?
More than the average metal subscription.
Portion, you gotta participate.
I don't like to sound like a cocky motherfucker, but I mean,
Toss it out.
check it out. You're gonna have some brutal fucking riffage, crazy shreddy solos. Imagine fucking war all over the place, chaos. What is the soundtrack of that? PDP.
A few words come to mind. It's brutal, it's honest, it's fucking heavy, and it'll fucking blow your face off, so go check it out.
Is PDP the same old jack-off metal band? I mean, why should I give you the time of day?
You should give us the time of day because we're not the same old jack-off metal band, because all these kids go out there and learn a couple of songs, based on their Guitar Pro or off of YouTube and kind of mash the strings kind of like they're playing Guitar Hero. And that's a lot of our peers in the metal business right now. It's like a lot of the same cookie cutter crap. But we're all school musicians. We know how to deliver the goods. We've analyzed the greats. We incorporate elements of each, and we try to keep it listenable, groove-based at all times. And we can actually play it live. That's just how we throw down.